Hi everyone, welcome you all in Student Globe channel. Today we are going to show one problem that is related to array implementation. You have to find address of any element which is stored in the array, and dimension of the array is given. So dimension is 5 cross 4 and each element takes 4 memory locations. So this is given here, and base address is given. Base address means first element of the address stored at location 80. So this is called base address, and we have to identify the address of A32 means third row second column element. So this is the first row, second row, third row, and this is the first column, second column. So this is the 3 by 2 or A32. So we have to identify the address of this element, but there are two implementation of array. One is row measure and another is column measure. So questions is given that we have to identify the address of this element using row measure. It means that we have to visit all the rows, then second rows, then third rows, and in this process we will get address of this element. So we are using here one simple formula to identify the address of any element given at any position. So friends, we have to know base address and size of each element which is given in the problem also. If we know these two things and dimension of the array, and you have to identify ij address or which element, those element which is stored at ith rows and jth column. So you have to identify the address of this element. In row measure, address of aij will be base address plus size. Size is nothing but which takes to store single element. In this problem it is given that 4. So size into n, which represents number of columns, into I minus 1 plus j minus 1. So this is the row measure address formula. So using this formula you can identify the address of this element, and if question will be asked to identify the address of this element using column measure, then you can use this formula: base address plus size into I minus 1 plus m into j minus 1. If you have to understand this formula, then what we are doing here, we have to calculate, or we are calculating number of slots before this element. So 1 2 3 4 in first row, in second row also 4 elements, so 8, and then this will be 9 and this will be 10th. So at 10th position this element appears. So what will be the address? So total number of location is nothing but 1 2 3 4 and another 4, 8 and 9. So after 9th element this element is coming, and first element or address of first element is given 80. So we are calculating these slots using this part. So this is the row measure. So what we have done here, n represents column. So in first row you are accessing all the n elements, in second row you are accessing all the n elements. That's the reason we have used here I minus 1, because before I you have to access all the elements in columns, and then j minus 1 element. So j is nothing but column, so you have to access j minus 1 means all item before this item. So this is the and after that we are adding this part and this part, and it will produce number of items or number of elements before this element. And after that you know that it is taking 4 bytes or 2 bytes, or how many it will be given, suppose that here size. So you have to multiply by size, then you will reach to this location by the help of base address. So this is the way to understand this formula. So suppose that you have to identify the address of A32 using row measure address, then what you have to do here, put this value in this formula, because row measure address you are finding. So here I represent 3, j represent 2, m represent 5, n represent 4. So 80 is the base address, size is given 4, and 4 is nothing but n. So here 4 into 3 minus 1, I is 3, that is the reason, plus j minus 1. And after calculating this expression you will get 116. So this is the final answer of this problem. Hope you understand the concept. Thank you so much.